Welcome to Board Game Empire. Today we're going to be doing a review on Ascension.
Okay, so we played several games of this, my son and I. We quite enjoy it. Now, I have a history of when I was younger, I played like Magic the Gathering, several other card collectible games. And this is actually more fun because those you just have to keep spending money to try to get the cards. These cards are already set, and you can play against one another. So this is for people that enjoy those type of games, or people that want to introduce their kids or someone else into that hobby. This would be beneficial. This is also a great two-player game, one of the better two-player games we played because the variable powers, the special ability that the characters hold, and just how the game flows and everything. And there's a pretty much end game where you just, when the gems are depleted, the game ends. And so very good game that's filler, quick, easy to teach, easy to learn. So we're just going to jump right into the review. What do you think about the rules? Were they quite easy for you?
Yeah, the rules were pretty good, but I did notice it did miss some things a little bit.
Yeah.
Like we had to watch videos to understand what some of the things meant. I'm pretty sure one of them was like, we figured out that you can't use these to buy things with.
Yeah, on the top right, we had a question if you had to use this to buy or not. Also, another question was, it says draw 2 cards. We didn't know if it was through your draw pile or the card drafting deck. And so we just didn't, we didn't know which one it was. If it was from your original hand or one of the cards from here. And so those were the only 2 things that were just missing in the rule book that didn't cover it in depth, and we just had to clarify by watching a video. And so I would give like the rule book 5 out of 5 because it's just, we kind of figured it out, but we just wanted to clarify. So 5 out of 5 in the rules. What did you think about the components?
I think that the components are very good. It has good card quality. I like the quality of the cards. And these also are pretty high quality, these like gems.
Yep.
I like those a lot. There's the smaller ones. And the cards are pretty high quality. I think that the components are good.
Yeah, so I agree with my son. The card quality is more of the collectible type where you could actually shuffle these and rotate them, and they don't bend as easy. They're quite thick. So the card quality is what I expect from a deck card drafting type game. The player board, or the board where you are able to purchase cards, is quite thick, and so it will last a while. The gems are pretty solid. They have a little bit of weight to them. So just great component quality. I would give it a 5 out of 5. What did you think about the experience?
I think that was very fun. I liked the card drafting. It was a smooth pace, and I liked how the longer you get into the game, the faster it goes, and it gets more intense to get the final gems.
Oh yeah, I did.
Because you really want to get these final gems, and you also want to get a lot of the points from the cards. Like some of these are high points. Like this one is 6 points at the end of the game.
Yeah, what he's referring to is the bottom left. Those are count as points as well, and some of the points go up to 6 points, as he pretty much indicated. Whereas these only count as 5 points, and the transparent little solid white ones are just 1 point. So there's many different ways you could get points from the cards, and you can get points from the gym. Then I think there's also cards that give you points as well. And so there's 3 different ways to collect points. So yeah, overall the experience was great. I would give it like a 5 out of 5. It's I like the flow, and this is more like a filler game. So if you're gonna play this game, I would play it as a filler game where it's like 20 to 30 minutes or less. I think it indicates 30 minutes, but if you're playing without teaching everything, you probably could finish in like 20, 25 minutes. So for a filler game, this is a great filler game, and that's why I'm rating it as. And so I would say it's the experience 5 out of 5. What do you think about the whole mechanics of it?
I like the mechanics, and I like how you can keep beating this one because it makes it where sometimes you get these cards like heavy infantry, and you get them, but the thing is if there's no monsters out, but you can still attack this one over and over again. And I also like how there's like almost infinite amount of these.
Yeah.
You know, it would take you a while to get through all these.
Yeah. And as you play because you can play up to 4 players. When you play with 4 players, you add more gems, and so you're able to. The game lasts longer. That's one good thing about this game. It's not just a 2-player game. It can go up to 4 players. And just like he indicated, one thing I do like about this game is that if you don't have any creature that you can attack, the cold list is always there and ready, available to attack, and so you can obtain points and gather, just progress. So you're not just limited to collecting cards, buying cards, and they're not able to attack anything. And so I think that was a smart idea to always have a character you could attack in the game. So yeah, the mechanics I would give it like a 5 out of 5. It plays very well. It flows very well. So what do you think about replayability?
I think that the game's pretty replayable with all the cards. There's a lot of different cards, and there's a lot of different strategies that you can do. And there's also like there's a big deck of cards, and there's a lot of different cards as well. And a lot of them do different things. Like all these cards are different, they have different costs. And there's a lot of these gems that you can get.
Okay, so this is where I differ from him. I would say the replayability is at 4 because the simple fact that you have a lot of cards. You have these 2, but then a lot of the cards are similar, and so you have a huge deck, but they kind of have a lot of the same cards. This is where if you buy expansion, it would just help with that, or you buy one of the other sets that you could implement into this one, it would be beneficial because you could play with more cards. But at the current time, like just the base game, I would give it 4 out of 5 because it's just once you play it and once you've played and very familiar with the cards, the game will probably be fast paced where it's like 15, 20 minutes because you know what they do. And you don't have to familiar because there's not that many cards. There are, if you look at it, but a lot of them are pretty much clones of cards that are already in the deck. So like this one has 3, this one has 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. And so that's where I say the base game, I would give it 4 out of 5. And I'm sure they did that on purpose because, you're going to want to get expansion. So you'll be able to replay it more and have more fun. Plus it implements new mechanics and new strategy, new variable powers. So 4 out of 5, the replayability. What about the overall total?
I think that the game's fun. There's a lot of things. I like the components. The components are good. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can keep attacking this one. The game flows very well. I like the mechanics. And the rulebook is pretty good.
So what would you give it out of 5?
Like a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I kind of agree with him. It's like a 4, 4.5. It's a great filler game, and that's how we're rating it. It's not a heavy strategy game. It's more of a game that you just, it's filler game, so it's like 20 or 30 minutes. You just want to get where you play against each other, but it's still competitive enough where you have a lot of fun, and you have gems and everything you collect. There's many different ways you can collect points, and so this is a great quick filler game if you don't have time to play the more strategic, like 40 minutes to 2-hour games. And so you just want to play real quick, or if you're introducing someone new to board games, and or you want, like I said previously, where you want to introduce someone to or get them in the hobby of Magic the Gathering or games like that, where you're just trying to help them progress and learn this style of game. And so 4 out of 5 for overall total. Is there anything you want to say, little guy? Before we end?
No.
Okay, so this is a great game. I'm gonna have a link of where to buy the game. The component quality, the mechanics, everything is phenomenal. Great filler game. You're gonna want to keep this as your type of filler game, 20 to 30 minutes, like I stated before. And so my social media is down below in the description. If you want to leave a comment, and we'll get to we look at the comments every day or two, and we respond. And I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.